Let's see how these assholes deal with Gavin Newsom's stuff. Now, this is long, so I probably won't do all of it. We go. It's got my name in it almost. So DNC doesn't need Newsom. Gavin Newsom's Trump tweets spark debate over 2028 nod. Okay.
You see Newsom completely change the way he's campaigning.
No. Well, I mean, I wouldn't say it's a complete change. I think he's just decided to mock Trump to his fucking face.
Completely changed the way that he's campaigning. Rob, can you go to his Twitter account first? Let's kind of go through his Twitter account. And by the way, believe it or not, this is helping him. It's bringing eyeballs to his Twitter account. It's not like it's not working. So
No, it's working.
Put this up there saying
it's not as good as going into Whole Foods. We're going to have to bring a lot of money.
Shop is now open. Look at the hats that he's got.
Yeah, you guys don't know. This is Peanut Butter Dickhead, and he has a podcast.
It's literally everything that Trump does, he copied. Newsom was right about everything.
He's not copying it. He's mocking it. Dummy. Trump is not hot. Real patriot. Newsom 2026. Newsom was right about everything. Yeah, it's a joke.
Trump said that he was wearing just last week. Trump is not hot. A real patriot. Newsom 2026, even though he's not running in 2026, he's talking about the midterms. Go a little bit lower. One by one, he's taking shots at everybody, okay? One by one.
Yeah, well, that's just normal. They really think Americans are this dumb. That's not a complete change because he's always been doing stuff like this.
He said we just sold $100,000 worth of material. This is what Donald Trump was what? What does he say? Donald Trump was president during the last census. Okay, so he's talking about the census. Every chance.
Is he? Are you sure you read that right? Does he mention the census? It looks like the census is there 2 times in this, but yeah.
Gets whether it's him, his team, or somebody doing it, it's calling him out. So the question becomes: is it working? Is it not working? Here's what
It's working.
has to say with data. And by the way, we report whether we like the news or not.
That means it's working.
Warning it for you. So go ahead and play this clip.
Get this. Up 450% in terms of the number of followers since mid-June. And it's not just on Twitter, X, where Newsom is gaining. Even on TikTok and Instagram, his followers are up over 1 million since January alone. My goodness gracious. And
my goodness gracious, tarnations.
More than that, Laura, more than that. What about Google? What about those Google searches for him? Get this, daily Google searches for Gavin Newsom up like a rocket. What are we talking about? Since June 1, up 1,300%. Compared to August 1st, look at that, up 500%. So the bottom line is, in politics, especially if you're thinking of entering in 2028, it's all about generating attention. And so far, Gavin Newsom has done a good job at generating attention.
Yeah. The Democrats want it.
Do Democrats want it? Okay.
Do Democrats want it? Of course they do.
What do you mean?
Like, do Democrats want it? Do they want a Gavin Newsom? Yeah, because they're freaking stupid. Look at...
Yeah. Thank you, Vinny. Anyways, Epstein files, you were saying?
They're not stupid, Vinny. They're not. We don't need to...
Well, no,
we have friends
Vinny,
that are
just
Democrats.
being
We have
reasonable.
friends that are... What they are is... Okay.
If they keep voting for these people...
Yeah, but we can't call them stupid. Like, we can't tell people they're stupid. Like, there are people that are...
Oh, thanks, Peanut Butter Dickhead.
Born in a certain way, and they become Democrats, okay?
They're born in a certain way. I think he means homosexuals, if I'm not mistaken.
You know, like, I'm sitting there right now, and I'm watching this video, Vinny, which is about parenting. And I'm going to play the clip here in a few minutes. I didn't even find a way to go to it. I just want to make sure we're not going out there calling all these guys dumb, stupid, all this other stuff.
Because they're going to be in charge starting next year by a large margin, dummy.
I had a girl in my office one time.
Hey, real quick. I'm sure you did. Real quick, Vinny. Has Gavin Newsom ever been involved with Jeffrey Epstein? Ever. Once. Real fucking easy. Once. Not ever. Harris, once, never. Joe Biden, never. Barack Obama, never. The last, 3 Democrats, and the Democrat I'm probably going to end up voting for, as my vice president, in the next presidential election, all of them, none of them had anything to do with Jeffrey Epstein. You voted for a dude who knew him for a quarter century and was his fucking running buddy. I don't want to hear shit. Shut up about policy until you can broom the fucking Epstein wingmen out of your goddamn voting history. You can't do it.
Spouse of one of our guys, ex-spouse of one of our guys. And we're sitting there.
One of your guys?
I'm asking her. She's a diehard AOC person. This lady can't stand me. She does not like me.
Oh, so she's a good judge of character and probably never would have gotten on Epstein's plane. Interesting.
Oh, okay. Everything that happened, she's pushing the guy away from me. Okay. So I said, let me ask you, when you were in school, were you a English person, literature person, or were you a science person? Were you a math person? I hated math. Really? What did you like? I love English and I love journalism. I like.
All right, fuck you, dude. That's male to female. That's how it shakes out. That's what he means. Let's boil. This is just a fucking misogynistic rubber stamp. What he means is the majority of girls do go into language arts and that kind of stuff. And the kind of ladies that date or are in relationship with, even the left-leaning ones that his buddies would be married to, aren't mathematicians. It's a self-selecting group. It's a subset of a subset of a subset, and you're judging fucking Democrats based on the kind of women that would marry your buddy that don't like your fucking face.
Fantastic.
And your bullshit.
What else did you like? Did you like chemistry? Did you like physics? Hated it. What did you like? Like I told you, writing is what I like. English is what I like. Okay.
And Hemingway preferred English and writing to fucking math and science too. What's your fucking point?
I watched this video that's talking about parenting. I learned, whether we like it or not, people are born a certain way.
So this asshole is about to make a democratic eugenics argument. That there are weak people born, the masses are born weak and uninterested in complex ideas or tasks, and therefore they are subhuman. That's the case he's about to make.
Some people are more cutthroat. Some people are more logical. Some people are more emotional. Okay? They're not stupid. They're born that way.
Okay. Yes. And some of the emotional ones become QAnon supporters, like Marjorie Taylor Greene, who is clearly driven by her emotions, right? Or Trump or Matt Gaetz, who are fucking toddlers who are trying to make up for attention they feel they were denied. That's emotional based. The cutthroat part of it can also be a secondary characteristic of the overly emotional part. This is just ridiculous.
The conclusion. Trust me, they're not stupid.
You are, Vinny.
Born that way. I run an insurance company. I'm watching everybody.
Yes, this guy is basically saying some people are born pedos, and if we don't let them be themselves, we'll be denied all the good they can do in the world. Like Jeffrey Epstein made a lot of people rich, right? Is that the argument? That sounds like this is what the argument is.
Come out with announcements. It's the right announcement. But somebody says, that's not fair to those people. That's not fair to that person. And typically, that's not fair was to the people that are not working the hardest, and they're just kind of wanting everything to be easy. So it is not a stupid thing. Believe it or not, we're trying to force these people to change. They're emotionally more caught up by the feeling. The question I got for you is,
They're more empathetic. They get this weird thing about it matters if somebody lives or dies. Yeah, Ashley Babbitt was emotional. No shit. Well said, Jonathan. Also, what's this asshole arguing for? That we all need to be more like praying mantis?
think the approach he's taken, Newsom, Vinny.
Yeah.
1,000% up, June.
Yeah.
500% up, August. 450% up, activity on social media. Do you think this is going to work for him to be the leading candidate for 2028?
Yeah.
You think he's going
because I called it that he's going to be the front runner for the 2028. I don't think. I know Tom's JB Pritzker with the money and I get that act. And you know what? And you're actually right. I don't think that they're stupid. What's the word, Pat? If you're just blind.
I don't know. If you weren't stupid, you might be able to come up with the word on your own.
Loyal to the party, meaning, and you're right about what, I don't think that they're all stupid. I take that back. What do you call a person that is just loyal to the party but sees the crime, the border, the lying? They know exactly who he is, but they're still going to vote for this guy because it's not the other side. What would you call them? You know what I mean? Instead of stupid.
Yeah.
Oh, it's almost like, what about this? What about the people who see Trump lied his entire fucking life? He was found to be a fraud, lied to banks and the IRS on, saying to one his properties were worth less and to the other his properties were worth more. Added 10 floors to a fucking building magically in Manhattan that don't exist, right? This is, yes, the word is MAGA. The word he's looking for is maggot. Yeah. All of these guys, he's defining himself in this situation. Democrats put forward and passed an infrastructure bill. Democrats put forward and would have passed, but for Trump's interference, a border bill that pays for all this stuff. Instead of hiding it, one of the reasons Trump needed the BBB is because passing the border, the personnel and the technology and the building that he wanted to do was so extraordinary and would add so much to the fucking debt that he couldn't pass it alone because people would get sticker shock. So they shoved it in this other bill in must-pass stuff and hid his big, probably his most well-known campaign promise in a giant bill. If you have to do that, obviously you're doing something wrong, right? Obviously you're fucking up. Trump's not only a liar and full of shit, and where the Ukraine solved in a phone call, the fact that he's like, we got to end the war in Gaza, and has any of it come anywhere close? He's like, we just need to get the hostages out so that Netanyahu doesn't have to worry about killing them. That's what he means. He's this close to just saying that outright. Our people shouldn't be in that battle zone anyway, so we just want to get our hostages out, and then they've got to work it out. That's if you put 3 or 4 of his different statements together, that's what he's saying, and it's only a matter of time before he says it all at once.
What do you call somebody that knows that the ship is sinking and they're still going to jump on the ship because the ship has their name on it, as their group's?
The PBD podcast.
This is what I've learned.
Yeah.
This is what I've learned. And Tom, I'm going to come to you because there's a lot of other clips that, Rob, can you find a couple of the clips from Newsom? The old mayor interview when he didn't want to talk about anything, or, there's a couple clips I'll show you about Newsom that's just embarrassing. And it's so old. I don't even know who sent it yesterday. Was it Humberto who sent it?
It was me. When he
what
was
a great clip you sent.
This is when he was mayor.
Yeah. So there's a couple of them. There's 3 clips. There's a debate moment. There's that clip. We have to see it. But Vinny, this is what it is. This is what it is.
Gee, it's almost as if people get better at a job the longer they do it, even politics.
Do you think there are people that if we get the worst Republican candidate ever?
Dude, seriously?
Criminal, terrible guy.
Trump. Yes, you're describing Trump.
Human being. They're still going to vote Republican.
Yes. Vinny, if it comes out that Trump was fucking kids at Epstein's house in New York, because allegedly they won't believe he went to the island, or at Mar-a-Lago with Jeffrey Epstein, or at Epstein's house, or his New Mexico ranch, or at his house in Paris at some point. If Vinny finds that out, he'll vote for Trump for a 3rd term. Get the fuck out of here.
Yes. What percentage?
All of them.
Percent.
Of the current Republicans?
Are going to vote for somebody.
What do you think, Tom? What would you say?
So people that are dyed in the wool that don't cross.
No matter what, they're going to vote Republican, and no matter what, they're going to vote Democrat.
My understanding is that there's 24% on the GOP side and about 27% of the total voting on the Dem side that will stay red or blue no matter what.
No, so that's a...
All right. Also, I forget what this guy's name is, but was he on, Power Slap? What the fuck happened to this guy's face? Did he fall asleep on on his side? wearing his glasses or with goggles on or something? What is that?
No matter what, right? So you know what conclusion I've come up
That's
with?
what you're asking.
That if Democrats just show and Republicans just show, Democrats win by 3% no matter what.
That's what I'm asking.
Yeah.
The conclusion, I actually put it at 40-44, okay, give or take. 40%
That's party
of
affiliation, but you're asking me for the no matter what.
Yeah. Yeah, so you're right. And let's qualify both.
Okay, that's
party
fine.
affiliation, 40 Republican no matter what, 44 Democrat no matter what, okay?
Yeah.
So when you look at these two things and you say, well, what's wrong with you? What's this? What's that? I'm telling you, I'm going to show you this clip by this doctor that's going to break it down. You're trying to change people. You can't.
You chant. You chant. That's the thing. If you try to change people, that's how you do it, by chanting. You get outside their house with incense and you go, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho. You chant and it will change them.
You're not going to change this 40. You're not going to change this 44. They're going to drive you insane. If you truly want to make change in the world, and
you got to be the change you want to see. And so the change they want to see is that everybody would vote for a pedophile, so they're all going to push for a Trump third term. Gotcha. Okay.
it's taken me.
Yes, it's a Gregorian chant. It's the monks. All right.
6 years old, having worked with so many different.
Yeah, I had sex in the 90s. Feel free to at me. What was that big, Gregorian album that everybody got laid to in the 90s? All right.
Personalities.
You guys know exactly what I'm talking about. You know exactly what. Stop it.
We're literally only dealing with 15 to 20% of people.
Yep.
That you're talking to.
Yeah, and those people will vacillate the entire time, and never change the fact that they will always change. So you can't convince them. Enigma, thank you.
Everybody else, it doesn't matter what you say. You're not changing them.
Yeah.
You're dealing with 15 to 20% of people. The 40 and 44% that ever change on both sides, it's because...
Never change. Never, not ever change. Fuck me.
One offended them, somebody from their own party let them down. Like if you're seeing right now, hardcore conservative, pro-Zionist, pro-Jewish, all of a sudden
I see.
Or anti, what happened? You got offended, somebody did this, and guess what? There's nothing you can do about it. You're not going to change that guy, you're not going to change that girl. It's just not going to happen.
Mm-hmm. You cannot change the people who changed. You know the people who never changed that changed? You can't change those people back or to something else. They cannot be changed after they've changed.
Right?
Thank you. It was Enigma, and you guys all... Yeah, you all get a free bottle of baby oil in the mail.
A massive crisis
Just order it and pretend you didn't pay for it.
in their life. Death in the family, betrayal, some kind of a letdown, some kind of a chaotic situation. So my focus has been trying to talk to the people in the middle that will sit there and say, well, I didn't know that. Did that really exactly what happened? Yeah. So to me, what I think with what Newsom is doing, this is the case study on how I'm looking at this, Tom. I'm looking at this, okay, go to 2027, 2028. All of these videos are going to recirculate. Rob, play any one of them that you have, okay? Play which one? Okay, this is the interview. By the way, it's uncomfortable to watch it, okay? It's uncomfortable to watch. Keep going until it starts. All right, watch this here. Starts from here. Right off the bat, watch what he tries to do. He's a mayor here. I don't know what the year is. This could be 06-ish. Right, if we can find the
this is the
for
instant redirect, right?
Yes. Yeah. So watch within 3 seconds, watch what Newsom does and see if that reminds you of him today. Go ahead, Rob.
Mr. Mayor, good to see you. Let me start by asking you, where have you been?
$522.2 million shortfall. Last year we had a 570.
Wait a minute.
5.6. Hank, I'm here to talk about tomorrow, today and tomorrow. Now, yesterday I've been working my tail off. I've been out. I think I had 69 public events in the last 2.5 weeks.
You know, I heard you say that on the radio today, and then I asked your staff, well, where's the printout? Where are these events? And your press person said, well, this is stuff he just goes to.
Yeah, these are all public events. Yeah, so.
But look, you know the criticism that you have been dodging, not just the press, but also the public, that you have been sulking after dropping out of the governor's race, that you're having a temper tantrum. What do you want to say about it?
Yeah, he looks like he's having a tantrum.
I've been working my tail off. I've been here focused in San Francisco. I think I was gone 2 days out of the city in the last 3 weeks. We've done 69 public events. I've been as engaged or more engaged than ever. I don't read the press. It is comical, some of the things that have been written.
So the cartoon in the Chronicle that depicted you as a crying baby with the headline, Mayor, Mayor, off the wall, you didn't see that?
No.
You didn't see it?
Who reads that stuff? I don't read that stuff. I focus on work.
Okay.
I focus on getting
Go
things
to the
done.
last 20 seconds.
It's not just the press.
The way he walked.
I gotta tell you, I think he's handling it very well. He doesn't go, it's you fucking guys, right? He doesn't attack the press. He doesn't go, it's the fucking press. He just says, I don't read that stuff. I don't have time to read that stuff. He doesn't say it's bad or it's wrong or it's an enemy of the people or attacks the existence of it. He just doesn't pay attention to critics unless they have some valuable thing to add. I think that's the point he's trying to make. And this is when he's at the very beginning. And he became fucking governor after this. Jesus.
Go back a little bit. Go a little bit forward. Go forward. Right there. Okay, go ahead.
That's it.
At the end, he couldn't leave the room fast enough.
Off the record, I'm amazingly disappointed. Amazingly. I just am, personally, you know?
Well, I did draw him out more about the...
Technically speaking, he says off the record. And this guy didn't... He included that from that point forward on the tape. So, yeah. Right? That's the, honest to God, you can go, and again, he didn't go, this is the problem with the press. There should be a law, any of that shit, right? Yeah, he's still laughing about this. Exactly. And granted, he had a lot to be upset about then because he was still engaged or married to Kimberly Guilfoyle, which will make you fucking miserable. Yes, this is Hank Plank. Yeah. But for the record, he included a piece of video on the end of that was after the off the record. He says off the record, and they still include it. He goes, he couldn't leave there fast enough. You could have taken the audio out because he said off the record, right? So yeah, I'd be disappointed too. Arguably it sounds like a hatchet job. Still answered all the questions. Didn't leave early. He goes, after the interview was over, let's look at the end of this. Let's look at the end of this. This is important because again, you don't have to like all this stuff or whatever. And this is also back when he was just mayor.
That's it.
At the end, he couldn't leave the room fast enough.
At the end. So he didn't leave early. He didn't blitz out. He didn't, deny their questions and split at the end. So they were done with the interview.
Off the record, I'm amazingly disappointed. Amazingly. I just am, personally, you know?
Well, I did draw him out more about the...
For asking questions.
Did you see what he says?
No, you didn't play the whole interview, asshole. That's not it at all. And I don't think anybody has a problem with that. I swear to God. This goes back to, let me give you a little inside baseball, kids. Let's go to, back to the chat, if we will. Anybody remember I wonder if was it Terminator Salvation or Batman, where Christian Bale, that audio came out about him that caught him yelling at the lighting supervisor, the lighting director. You remember that? Remember when that audio came out? Okay. And I made the case at the time that guy, like Christian Bale was not yelling at that guy just because he was it was Terminator Salvation, but just because he was a famous dude, who was, full of ego and all that kind of stuff. He did it because this dude not only makes it harder for everybody, because in a movie like Terminator Salvation and all that kind of shit, if you have to cry on set in a Meryl Streep movie, it's not a lot of work. I'm sorry to tell you, but the more honored the experience, the less pulp an experience is as an actor, the more space you have to act and stuff, and it's easy going. But if you have to cry wearing a half rubber suit while looking at somebody who's going to be half robot later and they've got dots all over their fucking face. It's way more work. It's way more work, okay? If you're wearing half a rubber suit and they're going to CG the rest of it later and all that kind of shit, it's insane how hard that is, okay? Yes. So I like Christian Bale too. So when Christian Bale and all those people are trying to do a scene and the lighting guy walks through, it doesn't just fuck up his space and him as an actor and all this kind of shit. Everybody has to start from scratch. And when they have to reset a set like that, everybody has to go back to one. Everything has to be remade the way it was. And it takes everybody's time. And this dude kept doing it. It was like the third time he had fucking done this. Walking through set in camera during live takes. Right? Bale was enraged. And I got to tell you, I totally support him. I heard the audio. I heard the experience on it. And I was like, the details of what had actually happened in that situation. And it was completely justified. And everybody else there, because the guy was the lighting director, couldn't yell at him. A second AD or somebody like that couldn't go, "What the fuck, dude?" And the director has to work with that guy, so he might be more tepid in his notes to that guy, because that guy's, if he drags ass, it can fuck the whole production. But the lead actor is the one person on the thing that can go, "Fuck you, dude," on behalf of everybody, because their job isn't at risk. You can be the one to stand up and go, "You fucked up." Because nobody's going to fire Christian Bale on that movie. But if one of the second tier actors goes, "What the fuck? God damn it." Okay, I'm fine. Then the director and the producer think this actor can't do something because they're third or fifth on the bill. But if Bale does it, he takes the heat for everybody. And knowing the details of that circumstance, the dude he was yelling at and what it was about, and what he actually said, completely fucking justified. And everybody who shit on Christian Bale for that didn't know what the fuck they were talking about and were, "How did you ever do that?" No, because I never had that experience. I never had to do that. Would I have done it? Abso-fucking-lutely. But because I was in a position where I would be the lead in a circumstance. If I'm in the lead in something, but I wasn't able to do it, when we were like, when people wouldn't come out of their trailer on shit where I was a nobody and it was making everybody fucking wait. But if I had a one member of the staff or something that wouldn't come out of their fucking office while we're trying to shoot, and I was the lead on something, I'd be banging on their fucking door going, "Stop making everybody else wait." Right? You're amazed he didn't get fired? The lighting guy? Yeah. So I'm amazed as well. So the point I'm trying to make is completely justified in that circumstance. And people have a natural kind of aversion to a person who uses their power in an exaggerated way, even when it's good. And that's how the Trumps of the world kind of can move in and take that space. They can own the space by being the only bold person there, because good people aren't bold. You can't ever see Hal being a nobody. Well, I did give Terry Hatcher what for on the set of Superman and Lois and Clark: The New Adventures of Superman. That's a historical. That's part of the legend. It's true. But I never had to do it. So yes, really. I've told this before. But we'll find the clip and play it again. But anyways, the point I'm trying to make. She was not being nice. So the point I'm trying to make is that when you come to Gavin Newsom in this particular instance, especially compared to what Trump does to the press and how he talks about the press and how he's like going to take away their fucking license and all that shit. And then you're going to go anywhere fucking near